The science data that we obtained each week was 3 times more than it was expected. The number of the publications that we published for Van Allen probe, we have more than 500 peer-reviewed journal papers. So every 3 days there is a paper that has been published by Van Allen probe. We unlocked a lot of mysterious questions that we had about the radiation belt, and we got many good answers. So I think at the end, the whole mission, it's very proud of what we have a very sense of pride of what the Van Allen probe actually accomplished. In order to be efficient and use less fuel, we wanted the velocity of the spacecraft to point the sun, and the only time that that can happen, it's actually in February and March. If we do not do it, we have to wait for another year. So this is the perfect time to efficiently change the orbit. So we are changing it because we want to make sure before we are out of the field, we can re-enter the atmosphere. And in order to do that, we need to bring the spacecraft closer to Earth. So our goal is to, in the next couple weeks, bring it from 600 kilometers to 300 kilometers on the perigee side to Earth. That will happen in 5 different steps. Each step, it's about 60 kilometers, and we'll use about 2 kilograms of fuel to do that. And hopefully we'll study for another year on the different area of the radiation belt, and we'll get more information about the intensity, about the prediction of these radiation belt, and we'll discover more science data. So it was a lot of rigorous design review, materials that we selected on the spacecraft, all the electronics parts. They were rigorously tested to make sure that they survived the radiation belt. Also, we had all the electronics box. They were covered in a very thick shield, aluminum walls, about 1/4 inch of aluminum, to make sure that these radiation belts that they can trap inside the spacecraft do not harm to our electronics. So this mission was actually the first mission that when I started working at APL, I was the EMC, electromagnetic compatibility test engineer, and I was also working on the radio of the spacecraft. So the night that we launched, I was sitting on the console and I said, RF engineer, go. Later on, I was assigned to be the program manager of the mission, and I've been closely working with our scientists with the mission operation in the last year, and we did the nice lowering the camping for the perigee, and we are very excited for the journey that the Van Allen probe will have in the next year.